at his post. Okay, go on, say it again.
So for me, what I found the most impactful was the end-to-end process of in launching a business. Here are all the steps. Because I think I've done some of them individually well and others not so much. But to have it laid out where you could go back and really dissect it and really see the areas that you could spend the time and focus and refer back to it. I mean, I was taking screenshots. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I did.
Oh,
But
it's fine. Everybody could take screenshots.
yeah. So I mean, so to me, that was the most valuable, having it laid out and
Yes.
knowing. And I mean, I've been around the block. I haven't really seen it laid out the way that it was, and we're familiar with all the individual parts, but to see it laid out overall end to end,
End to end.
was the most valuable.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Who would be the next person here? Is that Gracia? One thing you could take away from this pro, one thing. Unmute yourself. What's your one thing? Everybody think of your one thing.
I think the one thing I can take away from this meeting tonight is the importance of working together as a team. I saw it as a limb with many branches.
Yes.
When you look at it, each person can fit into each other in one way or the other. I could see Sonia, I could see the lady with the soap, I could see Christine, I could see Chris. I mean, everybody could fit in. These are just the ones that just pop out of my head, okay? But everybody could fit in. And the fact that we can all fit in, my favorite little phrase, together we are strong.
Yes.
So if we could all come together and make it work, the sky is the limit. Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Yes, that's what I'm loving to hear. Okay, Christine, your one takeaway.
I agree with Gracia. The only thing I disagree with her is the sky is definitely not the limit. There's more beyond the sky.
So you're talking about the stars. That's the highest level.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
I'll take that too. Okay.
You'll take that.
Especially from you, Christine.
That's what I'm talking. She's already showing you the attitude of success. All right.
I know her too. We go
very good. Wonderful. Sonia, your one takeaway.
Yeah, my one takeaway is it's been grounded that you can't work by yourself to get this thing going. To make it, it's got to be 2 by 2. I love the connection, the biblical connection of the 2 by 2, because it really is true. If you want to make that money, I for a long time I was doing it by myself, and I was feeling the burden of by myself, knowing you could do more, but not quite finding who to connect with.
Yes.
You know, absolutely. And that's the place that I'm at.
Absolutely beautiful. And we have, I think, Katrina, no, you didn't get the last word from you. Yes. What's your takeaway?
My takeaway was, I love the worksheet. Looking at it and seeing that a lot of the things on here, I've actually done without having a business background. I guess it's my retail background, like over 20 years. So,
yes.
And I have a great imagination as well.
Whoa,
so I definitely,
all right.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm a Pisces, so my imagination is all over.
Love it, love it.
The key thing I seen on the worksheet with me was just to start with an end in mind, and I already had the end in mind. So I'm just trying to figure out how to really get the start in mind. So I have the end. I know what I want the business to be in the future. Yeah.
Once you know that, then you can get the help.
Exactly.
Vision, the end in mind is your vision. And once that is solid, the help will come. The reason we don't get help is because we can clearly say where we're going. What do we expect from it? And so your quality people will just leave because they see that you're not ready. Right?
Yeah, I want to be the black lush.
Yes.
The black owner.
I like that.
Nice. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Ratasha, the one thing.
Well, you answered my avatar, but it wasn't that I didn't know it. It was how to really proposition that message. That's
Yes.
where I needed help.
Yes.
So when you talked about how to go in and whatever dollar amount I want to make with my business for the year, the 12 months, I was familiar with that.
Yes.
But when you strategically said, I need to look for people making a certain amount of money
Yes.
annually so that they can become my customers,
Yes.
that hit home. I'm like, okay, that's the missing ingredient.
That's it. Okay, so if you don't know what you want, you don't know what you're shopping for. You're going to the shopping center. Can we help you? No, ma'am. No, you must know what you want. That's why in the workshop, when I do your money program, when you get all of your expenses down and you times it 3, you know what that annual revenue should look like. And the SBA gives you 3 years to get there, right? So year 1, year 2, by year 3, you should have that 3 times the amount, right? So first year you double 1, the second year double twice, the third year 3 times the expense. Right? So very good. I'm happy to help. And last but not least, Susan.
Who, me?
Susan, who did?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
Cherry.
Oh, Cherry.
I didn't get my,
Cherry, you know what it is? Cherry, we're looking at the ceiling, so we don't see a face. We're just
I'm here listening, you know, and figuring out the direction that I want to take the business to the next level.
Okay.
I've been in it for a while, and I go back, but I can't stay away from my art. And the whole laying out of what you have here is very new to me somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
But the determination of where I want to take it. My daughter is gonna be the manager of my business. So at least the direction that, you know, I have, these are very important. How to find the business, which, you know, I know, but I was doing it by myself most of the time. So that is why it wasn't going the direction, and it's very hard.
Yes.
So, you know, thanks to you, and, you know, we just have to come together and let it happen.
We're going to make it happen. Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Yes. Susan.
Yes. What I got out of it is knowing that you have to go find the type of people that you need to be your customers.
Yes.
They all hang out someplace. You've got to research to find out where that place is.
That's right. That's the main work to do. You guys got it. Just know, and my parting words, and let's show Sherry. Sherry, let us see us and wave. You just popped up. Let us see your face. Wave to everybody. There goes the artist, okay? Now, my parting words is this. This is hard, letting go. Scripture says surrender all. The rich young ruler had a hard time selling all that he had. All right? Letting go of the people in your list that doesn't necessarily serve you. They're not junk. These people are not junk because God makes no junk.
No.
Probably could sell them to somebody who has a service that
who needs them.
Have.
Right? Yep.
You see? Yeah. So if you have a population of people who think a certain way, and you have somebody says, I'm looking for people who into self-sabotaging and they think this and it's not their fault, that's my client. So you got a list of those people can come after you for that list. Can you invite them? You see, that's how it works. So God doesn't make junk. The people that normally can't serve you because you're now thinking at this level, but you were hanging out with people down here that was holding you back. You got to cut them loose, put them in a box, but then you listen out for people who saying, I want to specialize in people because I have a grant and I'm looking for people that I can help, you know, get over their self-sabotaging and their limiting beliefs. That's a market right there. You have tons of them, but you're cutting loose from that group so you can be a little bit like what Christine says. See, she's thinking stars, that's what you want. You want to hang out with the Christines of life because you got to find somebody that you collaborate, and birds of one feather does what?
Together.
So you can't be going to 1 million or 100,000 and still hang out with people who are employees because they can't relate. So that's why this family, we stick together. Tomorrow night, you are invited, okay? To make sure you're gonna hear about each of you getting to be interviewed. Each of you will be interviewed, not on one day, but that's going to be from here on in. We're going to be heavily interviewing and promoting each and every one of you. Okay? So that being said, I would say thank you so much for coming.